first of all, a very big welcome to the Academy. Thank you so much for joining us today as we have our Meet the Year One Team event. I must say, before we get started, we've been so impressed with your lovely children this week and the way they've come in, so enthusiastic and just positive, full of smiles and confident. It really has been wonderful. So first and foremost, a big well done to them. Just to let you know, it's being recorded, so you are welcome to keep your videos on if you want to, but if you'd rather not, then turn those off. If I could just ask that you keep your microphones off, and if you have any questions, please do feel free to type those in the chat, or if questions spring to mind after, please do reach out to your class teacher and they will get back to you. Okay, so first of all, for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Amy Rowlings and I am head of phase this year. I'm lucky enough to be overseeing Key Stage 1, and I've been at the Academy, well, this is my 9th year now, so it's wonderful to be here in this position with Key Stage 1. Before we get started, I'd like to introduce you to our wonderful head of year 1, Mr. Beatry. I'm going to hand over to her and she'll be able to introduce the fabulous year 1 team and give you all the information you need to know. So thanks again for joining us. Over to you, Mr. Beatry.
Hi parents. So obviously we've got our lovely 7 teachers in our year group. I'm going to let us start and go through all the teachers and let them introduce themselves. So I'll let Miss Stansfield start.
Hi, I'm Miss Stansfield and I'm the teacher in class 1A.
Hi, I'm Miss Mohammed and I am the 1B class teacher.
Hi, I'm Mr. Pritchard and I'm the year 1C teacher this year, and this is my first year at the Academy.
You already know me. My name's Mr. Beatry and I am the 1D class teacher, but also head of year 1.
Hi, my name is Miss Javed and I'm the class 1E teacher.
Hi, I'm Miss Clark and I am the teacher in 1F.
Hi everybody, my name is Mrs. Hoskin and I am the teacher in 1G.
So not only do we have our amazing teachers in year 1, we're also really lucky to have an amazing team of teaching assistants. You may have already seen them within the classroom, so make sure you introduce yourselves as well. So in 1A we have Miss Bell, in 1B we have Miss Gayatri, in 1C we have Miss Mercy, in 1D we have Miss Disha, 1E we have Miss Joanne, in 1F we have Miss Michelle, and in 1G we have Miss Regine. So just a little bit of background to what obviously the kinds of things we're going to talk about in this presentation. It won't be stuff that maybe you might have not already seen, but just to kind of remind you of all those important things about your child in school. So there are school timings. There has been a change this year. Last year we did finish at 2:45. Drop off is at 7:15, between 7:15 and 7:45 Monday to Thursday, and pick up is at 3 o'clock. And then on a Friday it's the same time for drop off, but then pick up is at 11:50. Now if you would like your children to go to ECAs, these will be Tuesdays, between Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, so they will be from 3:15 to 4:10. And then if you have any other children that are in years 5 and 6 and secondary, it's just their days are 10 minutes longer.
Okay, so for year 1, the drop-off and the pick-up points will be via gate 15, and the children will need to be dropped off and picked up by the classroom door on the outside. This will be the same pick-up point for ECAs for year 1 as well. And then our school buses are run by the school transport service. So for year 1, the buses will be arriving to school between 7:15 and 7:40 a.m. in the morning, and they will depart from the school from Monday to Thursday at 3 4:20, and on Fridays, because it's a shorter day, the buses depart at 12:15. If there are any children that are signed up for the bus service and for that day they're not taking the afternoon bus, if parents could just let the class teacher know in the morning, so we can have that on our systems and we know that child is not getting on that bus for that day.
So here is an example of a year 1 timetable for this year. So it does look slightly different from what you've probably seen in FS2. So as you can see at the top, at 7:45 every morning, we will have a Grow Well session in class, so a well-being session. So classes do begin at 7:45, which is a slightly earlier time. And then we'll have phonics every morning for an hour. So you will see there is a big space for explore time on our timetables this year. So during that explore time, we will be covering the curriculum subjects such as English, maths, science, our moral, social and cultural studies, and our projects for change lessons. Specialists will still happen. So the children will have PE, swimming, music, performing arts, and some children will have Islamic, and we will also have Arabic. So there will be 3 sessions of Arabic for our Arabic B children and 4 sessions of Arabic for Arabic A. So yeah, so as you see, the timetable goes to the end of the day, which is at 3 o'clock. So in year 1, we are going to help with a smooth transition, we have play-based learning. So just to help the children transition from FS2 to year 1. So you'll see our classrooms will be set up something like what you can see on the screen. So when the children are exploring in the class, the teacher and the teaching assistant will be working with small groups for English, maths and the science, all the different subjects, while the other children explore. So it means that there's a more personalized learning approach, so children can start to get ready for that more formal learning.
So at WEC, we encourage the children to take pride in their uniform, and we want them to come to school dressed for success. So for the boys, it's the shirt and the trousers or the shorts, and then the tie. And then for the girls, it's the same. So they wear the shirt and the tie, or they can wear the skirt or a dress. We do want all children to have the Wellington school bag. So that is a requirement. So no other bags but the Wellington school bag. And then for the winter, you can have the sweater or the button-up cardigan. And these can all be purchased through Threads. For PE, we want the children to be wearing the Wellington swimsuit. And then we want them to wear their shirts and shorts, and this should reflect their house colour. So for hair, so if hair is below chin length, we want this to be tied back. This is for health and safety reasons. So simple hair accessories, black or navy blue. And we don't want children to have designs in their hair, and hair dye is not permitted. So for footwear, for PE, it should be white shoes and black shoes, so black formal shoes for their uniform. Children may wear a wristwatch and 1 pair of small stud earrings, no hoops. Again, this is for health and safety reasons. No facial piercings, obviously, including nose and tongue piercings, and necklaces and pendants are not permitted in FS and year 1. Makeup, so no makeup. Book bags should be the Wellington backpacks as we've discussed, and no hooded jumpers. I know Wellington sell hooded jumpers, but we do not want the children to be wearing the hooded jumpers to school.
Okay, so we have house teams and house points here at WEC. So we've got 4 houses, and they are Pearl, Onyx, Ruby, and Emerald. You can see those by the children's PE kits. So when you find out what your child is, which house they're in, it will represent their PE kit. So for Pearl, it is like a white colour, Onyx is black, Ruby is red, and Emerald is green. If you don't know those, you can contact your teacher and we can try and find out for you. Or if the children were here last year, they will be in the same houses. Now, this is a great system that we've got because we give out house points for various different reasons, maybe positive choices or answering deeper thinking questions or doing other positive behaviour that we like to reward them by a house point. From that, they can then earn a certificate from the Big Hitter, and also at the end of terms, we do reward the children with a rewards day, which they all love and they have lots and lots of fun. So reading at home is massively important for us here. We like to encourage it a lot. It does help the children to be exposed to different words, ones that they don't know. Also, it helps with grammatical structures. We do encourage reading for around 20 minutes per day. Obviously, if there's more than that, that would be great. Not only do we encourage reading books, it can be any type of text, maybe posters, flyers, even encouraging when you guys are maybe out into the malls and encouraging any type of reading, that would be amazing. We do have a reading record, which we will be giving the children very soon. This helps the children to gain confidence, build oral fluency, and again, just exposing them to vocabulary that they're not already exposed to. So yeah, so in the reading record, we have three boxes. It's got the date, the book title and author, and then some comments in there that you guys can write in. What did they like about it? Anything maybe that they struggled with or what they did confidently. From that, then you can sign it with the book that the child's read, and if they bring it in the next day, that shows us a record of what they've read. Before they've read the book, try and encourage, thinking of predicting what will the book be about, what will the characters be about. Then once the children bring it in the next day, they will be able to move their names up on our reading rockets. Our reading rockets are amazing and the children love them. So it starts from 0 all the way up to 50. Now, when the children have read 50 books at home, it's wonderful because they can get an invitation to the tea party, which is amazing. It rewards the children for all of that fabulous reading. Not only do we have the reading books that are sent home, we do have Oxford Owl Books Online, which will be sending out the logins in due course. Also, from our Read Write Ink assessments and the groups that we'll be doing, the children will have those books as well. And the children will be visiting the library once a week, which is their free choice to choose a book that they can take home once a week.
So moving on to some websites and useful apps that we use for the children's learning. Access to these websites will be provided over the next few weeks. We'll send some emails with login details. So we'll start off with Numbots. Numbots and Busy Things are excellent resources for the children to use to practice if and when you'd like. So on Numbots, it's great for number recognition, subitizing, and number bonds to 10. And then Busy Things has a range of resources for a range of different subjects. Then we also use Learning Ladders, which is a website or an app that we use to share half-termly updates on your child's progress and how they're being assessed against the curriculum objectives. It's a great website because it can be translated into over 100 different languages. So if you have little English, you'll be able to translate it to help you understand it better. It also keeps parents in the loop with what your child is learning, and you can download it on any device. Then we also have Padlet, which is where we will share weekly spellings and any other home learning suggestions that you could do at home. These are our social media handles. I'm not sure if all of you are aware, but Twitter has now moved over to X, and we also have an Instagram account. We try to update these regularly, pictures of the children from all the different classes to show you all the different things that we're doing here at school.
We also are a healthy eating school, so we do try to ensure, and we'd love it if you could too, that lunch boxes contain a healthy snack, as well as their healthy lunch. Children also need to bring in at least 1 bottle of water, especially in this weather with it being so hot, even though we are inside. On a PE day, we do ask that they bring 2 bottles of water, just to ensure that they've got enough. We do have a water refilling facility here too. We also will be setting healthy eating monitors in class, and those will be allocated. I don't know, it's up to teachers whether they want to change them every week or every half term. We also do something called Treat Tuesday, where the children can bring in 1 treat to enjoy, but we do ask that the treats don't contain any nuts or pork, and that includes the backups too. If you are in, so from foundation to year 2, they can order and pre-order a morning snack, which can be delivered to the class, but it must be ordered by Friday for the following week by 11 a.m. As part of our wellbeing and our healthy eating, we do have a range of school counsellors and support. So we have Miss Benger, Miss Johnson, and our Director of Inclusion, which is Mrs. Bradwell. These are for the children as well as support for parents. If you do need anything, then their emails are on screen.
So this may be a picture you may want to take for future reference, in case you need any of these contacts. Just things like reception, any of the primary secretaries, your STS or Emirati coordinator, any of those, you can contact those for any concerns or any issues. Obviously, if you're not sure about who to direct it to, then obviously it can come to the class teacher as well, and we can point you in the right direction. So parent communication, obviously it's really important that we have a really strong link between the school and the parents, so that we can work together to make sure that the children are having the best education they have. So just making sure that we're keeping up to date with all of those things. So each week we will send out a weekly newsletter, where that will involve all the things the children have learned that week, and then things that they will learn the following week. So just having those conversations with them, and obviously if there's things that you do want to do at home, like you can look on the weekly newsletter to follow that. It does also have important messages in there, and we do try and give as much notice as possible for things and events that are coming on in the week. So just making sure that we do read those when you get that email from your class teacher. Now, I know Miss Stansfield's already spoken about this a little bit, but obviously following us on social media, so you can keep up to date with all the learning that we've been doing in school. And obviously you do have the class teachers' email addresses, and obviously there are other contacts if you do need any other support elsewhere. If you do feel that there's a conversation that you need to have with a class teacher that's different from an email, that you feel it might be better on the phone, obviously we do offer, we can ring you, or if it's easier to do it on Zoom, or if you would prefer to have that face-to-face contact. We do also do reports within the year. It tends to be that obviously we have our main end of year report at the end of the school year, but there are also smaller versions of those reports within the year as well. Now, parent WhatsApp groups, they are really good for socialising and just getting to know the parents within the classroom, especially if you are a new parent to the school or you're new to Dubai, and you obviously want to connect with other people that are obviously have got children that they're friends with. So it's really important that you can get involved in those things, but just to make sure that obviously if you are really unsure about something, just to make sure that you do either speak to us or speak to reception about any questions for official communication.
Okay, on behalf of myself and Miss Savitri and the Year 1 team, thank you so much for joining us today. We really do value your support and look forward to working with you and your children over the course of the year. If you have any questions, please do reach out to your class teacher. Also, the Academy Guide was sent out at the beginning of the school year, so that's a great reference point if you need to go back to and have a look for information. This PowerPoint will also be sent out along with the recording, so you can always play it back if there's anything that you may have missed or need to go back to. But thank you once again for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you very soon. Thank you.